Welcome to the Visit Tallinn travel show, where we get to explore Tallinn like a local. The name of the game of this video is to show you best bang for your buck dishes that Tallinn has to offer. We're going to visit a pub where we're going to try a deep fried herring. We're going to have cocktails, we're going to have desserts, we're going to have a wide range of food here. Let's do it. It only made sense to start our food adventure at one of the largest local food markets in Tallinn. I really like walking on this market because you can always see what is seasonally available, peek into the stalls and see what's new on the menu. And let me tell you, there's always something cooking, pun intended. Can I just please go for your Sprat open sandwich? Let's go for your salmon and shrimp portion of dumplings. Could I please have one of your Chebureks with lamb? Oh, cheers. Thanks a million. So I assembled a small variety of different things that I think you might potentially not have tried before. I'm gonna start with these gorgeous dumplings here first. These guys here, Pelmen, handmade their dumplings every morning, so they're super fresh. You have a little bit of that crunchy texture from the shrimp, and then salmon adds a little bit of that fishy meatiness to it. You can get 10 or 15 dumplings. Personally went for a 10 one because I feel like it's a really good portion size if you're like looking for a very quick lunch bite here. Really nice. This excites me the most. So what it is, it's called Cheburek. This is basically a meat pie that is deep fried, and we got it from these gorgeous guys called Samsa. Let's dive in. I've got it with lamb. Look at how thin is the pastry itself. This is nice. This is really honestly delicious. And what I really want to point your attention to is the size of this Cheburek. Honestly, for €5, I think it's the best bang for your money here. Wow, Samsa guys, you are awesome. And I want to highlight this lovely sandwich here from this lovely pastry shop / bakery called Põhjala Bakery. It's rye bread, which is very loved here in Estonia, served with some tartar sauce. We have some Sprat, which is a very local Estonian fish here, and some quailed eggs. And voila. Straight out of the bat, you get a lot of that Sprat flavor. Because it is marinated, it's quite fishy, but it is really nicely balanced with the tartar sauce on the bottom. I actually prefer it with a lovely black coffee on the side. Just works really well together. Yeah. And you should definitely taste it. After this tiny food break, I went upstairs to stop at the local brewery where brewmaster Jan poured me a couple of refreshing Estonian beers. All in the name of research purposes, of course. So what are we tasting here today?
The first one is our house pale ale, brewed with some American hops, which are the most popular hops for craft beer in the world. 5%, easy drinkable. You can have it alongside any of our dishes.
Ooh, very hoppy, but I can feel like with burgers, it's actually a really good beer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. Punchy. Can you tell me a little bit more about the logo? It's very colorful.
This is supposed to be a hop cone in Estonian. If you say Humalakoda, basically switch out the H, you get the house of God. So we're Humalakoda, which means the house of the hops.
So basically, you guys worship the beer here, right?
Exactly.
Love it.
Next one is Crazy Cherry. It's a very light beer, good for like a summer weather on the terrace.
The color is very kind of colorful, pinkish, reddish, really nice. Oh yeah, you definitely get that cherry flavor.
Yeah, it's sweet and sour kind of flavor.
How many liters of beers do you guys go through on a weekly basis?
We brew around 30 to 40,000 liters in 1 year. 95% of that gets consumed here on the spot.
If any of the tourists want to get a proper nice taste, then you have to come to the point number 1. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Next one is our brew number 200, and this is a New England IPA at 7%. Loads of Azaka and Idaho 7 hops, which are really intense and fruity, so it's also kind of smooth, easily drinkable for its strength, really.
Ooh, okay, it's definitely less hoppy than this one here.
There's actually loads more hops in that one, but it's supposed to be a bit smoother.
And now I feel the hops. And I like that it's just a casual 200th brew. Yeah. Just a casual. Yeah. And then what's this one here?
This is also called sort of a dessert beer. It's also 7% and it's brewed with apples, tonka beans. It's designed to taste sort of like a apple pie or apple strudel straight out of the oven.
No way, Jose, this is good. Definitely plays on that apple pie childhood notes that we all know very, very well. But I'm surprised. The smell and the taste is quite different. But it was time for my second reason for coming to Humalakoda and order some freshly fried Estonian fish. Yum. Ta-da-da-da-da-da. Check it out. This is deep fried herring. I've never seen it battered and deep fried before, so I'm very excited. And also, can I just point out how massive are these fishes? It's like GBD, golden brown and delicious. I'm dipping. Deep fried herring. Here we go. You can't go really wrong with fresh fish that is battered and a nice spicy mayo style sauce. This is truly a very lovely snack. Oh guys, this is amazing. It was delicious. It's an amazing street food market. We had 6 dishes. So now I'm gonna enjoy my little walk through the old town. This is Rado Restaurant that is located in the old town of Tallinn, and if you follow this road you will actually reach the infamous Town Hall Square and the Town Hall Pharmacy. But we're gonna come in here. Let's go. Hello. Rado is a family-run restaurant that focuses on seasonal Estonian produce. It is also one of my favorite restaurants in the old town, and for this visit, I convinced the head chef that it is indeed a good idea to let me into the kitchen for a quick peek at the menu. Can I just say one thing? The presentation in this place is absolutely phenomenal. We all know that we eat our food with eyes first, so I'm very excited to dive in. Ooh, look at the color! It smells so herby and so springy and summer at the same time. Look how crunchy is the skin. This is some world-class presentation, honestly. The skin of the fish is super crunchy. The fish itself is really nice and fresh. The amount of flavors you can get out of it whilst you are barbecuing it. And it's all down here, in-house, in the restaurant. It's just delicious. All right, I'm gonna get a potato that has some sour cream. It's my very first luxurious bite. Hello, potatoes royale, come to Mama. Beautiful Estonian potatoes, creamy sour cream, and that lovely popping caviar. Oh, so good. And this is my dessert for today. We have some panna cotta. Everything on top here is from rhubarb. It looks like a spring garden where you have a little bit of colors popping up. It's super soft. So it doesn't even cut through, it just kind of like opens up. Panna cotta itself is really velvety. And then you get that sourness and sweetness from marinated rhubarb. It's actually, I want to say, well-balanced dessert, but truly what I mean is just a very delicious, not too sweet spring dessert that you can just eat and eat and eat and eat and never have enough. Tallinn's gastro scene is amazing and I'm genuinely loving it. And our next spot is not too far away from here, from the Town Hall Square, and it focuses on organic produce and natural wines. Let's check it out. As you walk in this restaurant, you will see a lot of accents to the old medieval buildings because we are in the old town, but it's also awesome to see how they managed to capture and combine the modern and the historic together. These panels here of beautiful olive green color that works really well with this 14th century old, I don't know what it is, piece of house. Whilst I'm remembering words, the kitchen is getting ready with some delicious looking plates of food. First things first, let's try one of those natural wines, shall we? Really like the color and the bubbles. Ooh, it has a little bit of that strawberry and the red currant flavor. We've got one of their most popular dishes here, which is eggplant, and it has been deep fried. It's very Asian inspired for sure, and I really enjoy the fact that they have a lot of coriander on top. I'm team spring onion and coriander and parsley, so I'm really happy to see a lot of these herbs here. Wow, okay, it's really, really umami. And because it has been deep fried, it's like butter. It melts in your mouth. It's really delicious. For my main dish, I've got lamb meatballs in tomato consomme and some red chilies and green chilies. So it's gonna be a spicy one. Okay, it's definitely not just tomato consomme. There must be some sort of broth there because there's a lot of umaminess and it has a bit of that kick at the very end. And it also has a little bit of that citrusy bite, which is quite unexpected. Let's cut into my lamb meatballs and see what's up. So first of all, they look really, really crunchy outside. And as I am cutting into them, there is a lot of that fat bubbling out. What is very surprising is that the lamb is not too overpowering and it's paired really nicely with this tomato consomme. It's really delicious. So the starter was actually a really decent size and I wish with my main I had a small side dish so I could soak up all the beautiful sauces here. But since we are filming in 8 different places and I'm going to be tasting 10 plus different dishes is more than enough for me. For our very final spot for this evening, I'm going to be visiting the Parrot Restaurant. And there is also a secret that I'm going to share with you in a minute.
We are in the basement, hidden away in the jungle.
You can actually see quite a few parrots dotted around the rooms, which is actually really, really cool. So I'm very ready to sit down for my desserts now. Hello, chefs. Check out this cup. How gorgeous is that? So I have 2 desserts in front of me. Of course, this gorgeous plate of churros that are covered with beautiful berries, some strawberries and blackberries and blackcurrant here. And of course, this very rich, luxurious chocolate sauce here. Churros are always in demand. These are gorgeous, deep fried dough sticks covered with sugar and cinnamon. And there are churros and there are churros when they're literally just freshly made in front of you. They're piping hot and you dip them into the chocolate sauce. It's just lovely, lovely combination. For the second dessert, I have something very unusual. It's a vegan coconut parfait and I have a little bit of that yuzu sorbet and an avocado cream. Straight away, I'm getting that very zingy, citrusy smell of coconut and yuzu ice cream in the middle. If I was to close my eyes, I could literally see myself sitting in this citrusy garden. Wow. Oh my God. Coconut parfait is super, super light. And then you get a touch of that really lovely chocolate. And then the yuzu sorbet just adds a little bit of that punch, a little bit of that kick. And avocado cream just makes it a little bit creamy. It's really well balanced and an amazing dish. Wow. I'm just gonna go downstairs. I love it. It's like a proper teleport into 1920s.
We are a speakeasy bar, which is a type of bar from the 1920s during the Prohibition time in the United States. As that probably tells, people couldn't enjoy their cocktails openly anymore, so they started creating secret underground bars.
Guys, honestly, no words. The bartenders are super knowledgeable and know exactly what they're doing. The place is oozing of style. Of course, I had to finish my evening with a dessert cocktail. So everyone has recommended to me this cocktail here with cognac and a little bit of condensed milk foam. Smells very nutmeggy. Let's taste it. Ooh, strong and creamy. Exactly how you like it at the end of the night. I think you said to me that the only thing that is different from 1920s is that there is no like clouds of smoke.
Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest difference. Sorry, I'm getting called. Hello. Resident's calling and wants an old-fashioned.
He wants an old-fashioned. However, I am a daiquiri girl and look at this amazing daiquiri. I have apple and rum on the bottom, so the color is really nice, bright and green. And then I have this amazing foam of aloe. And I really like this lovely coupette glasses here. Watching Jürgen preparing this cocktail so masterfully was absolutely amazing. So honestly, cannot wait to taste it. It's quite sour in the bottom, but really nice and sweet on the top, which is a really lovely combination. Today's day has been absolutely fantastic. I've got loads of things prepped for you tomorrow. For now, I'm just gonna chill here. Cheers. Hey guys, I'm one of those annoying customers, you know, like after 4 cocktails and so, how's your love going? There's a reason why there are no bar stools here. I know why. Good morning. I'm starting my day at Viru Food Hall, which is conveniently located at the Viru shopping centre, just 2 minutes away from the old town. You can actually see it from here. I particularly love this spot for the variety of options that I can choose from. So let's start ordering, shall we? Look at this spread. This is really lovely. And now we're gonna go and get one of the most delicious desserts here. Can I have flat white, please? Guys, first coffee of today, and if you're a coffee person, you know what the first sip means. So this visit, I really want to highlight a newcomer to the Viru Food Hall, which is Bliss. It's a buffet-style place that serves mostly vegan and vegetarian dishes. I've got a little bit of everything here. I've got a really lovely crunchy broccoli and cauliflower salad. Vegetables are crunchy, and the cashew sauce adds a little bit of that umaminess to it. Really nice and lovely. Then we have Valdo salad here. It's a very actually popular salad here in Estonia. It's basically celery, some apple, a little bit of pear, and sometimes they add some walnuts to it as well. It's something like between the fruit salad and the vegetable salad. And something that Bliss people have recommended me to try are their meatballs that are vegan and they are cooked in coconut and curry sauce. Have a look at this. Perfect size meatball. If I didn't know any better, I would say this is a proper pork meatball. And you have a lot of that aromas coming from curry sauce, and coconut just kind of like smooths it. It's really yummy. Honestly, who knew that vegan food can be so delicious? And I think Bliss is doing an amazing job at this. Something that, I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much dream about every single time I pass Viru Food Hall, and that happens quite often. This is pavlova. And it's served here at the Pavlova Cafe. And one thing I have to say about the Viru Food Hall, why it's great, it's because whenever you want to meet up with your friends or colleagues, you can always decide on different dishes. If one is into pizza and another one is into Asian food and another one is into vegetarian dishes, you always have plenty of options to choose from. Coming back to Pavlova here. So this is a meringue-based dessert. It's like a crown with crown jewels on top. Oh, nice crunch. Then you have this beautiful cream inside, so much of it, nice and fluffy. It's crunchy, it's creamy, it's really sweet. The sweetness mostly comes from the strawberries, which are almost in season right now. Yeah, watch me demolish all this thing, because this is really good. Time to visit Tallinn's most beautiful park. And it's nearby restaurant, Radio. So if you were to describe Radio, what would you say?
I would say we're a community kind of restaurant / wine bar / wine shop, where everybody goes when they want a glass of wine, they want something good to eat. Friends come here, you bring your date here, you bring your family on Sundays. It's a nice place to just hang out and get some like good simple food and really good wine. We have almost 3 sommeliers in-house, and everybody has like different areas of expertise. You can get whatever you want basically.
And I've got a bit of a spread here, which looks absolutely delicious. The presentation is lovely. Everything smells super, super fresh. So let me just tell you what I have here. First of all, these croquettes with mussels and teriyaki mayo. They're really nice and crunchy. When you take them, they're super, super hot. And this is the teriyaki mayo. Oh my God. So much umaminess from mussels. You get a little bit of that sweetness from the red pepper and a bit of the coriander and mustard as well. Again, it's really, really crunchy outside, proper nice and golden, really delicious. I can totally see why they are crowd pleaser here. And this wine was specifically paired with croquettes and with tuna. Smells really nice and crisp. This is the type of wine that you can have sitting next to the seaside and just like casually drinking it and enjoying your fish course. Speaking of which, I have a beautiful tuna sashimi, a very generous amount of that. I'm very intrigued by the honey soy sauce. I have tuna, I have honey soy sauce, a little bit of that lime and avocado, and again, tobacco, lovely colorful tobacco here. I literally have like a salsa carnival in my mouth right now. I have citrus, I have a little bit of fattiness, I have that sweetness from the honey sauce, a little bit of that crunchiness from tobacco. It's awesome. It's very playful, very colorful. Ta-da! In front of me, I have cheese and onion pie, very French. It's served on this wooden board that has this lovely kind of hook to it. So I think it's extremely user-friendly to just pass the board between your friends when you're going to be sharing your food here. And it smells absolutely divine. Look at this. I have a lot of that gooey cheese in the middle, and then I have that burnt onion on top, which I think is going to be extra delicious. Man, let's do it. It's shockingly delicious, like shockingly delicious. I feel like I've traveled from like Rio de Janeiro to like proper French Provence, where I'm enjoying my onion pie and having a little bit of that Chardonnay here. It's definitely more full-bodied, which is really nice because this is also very cheesy and very oniony, so these two work really well together. I love the fact that you're surrounded by wine in any corner you're sitting, and I also love the fact that you're only 2 minutes away from Cheburek Park, my favorite one here in Tallinn, and come summer, this is the spot to be. Cheers. And of course, I saved the best spot for last. Our next location is only 25 minutes on tram, which is one of the things that I really love about Tallinn, is that everything is really close by. Oh, hello. Coming up. Go. We're finally here. We've been shooting a video about cafes and we tried your black pepper and apple pie, which we then again tried in MICHELIN a couple of days ago, and it still blew our socks off. So just want to say, mate, thank you. So if you were to describe Barbarea to people, what would you say?
Yeah, like a nice meeting place with your friends, food that's pretty casual, but still like interesting in a sense. Estonian ingredients, and then kind of put a twist on everything from all around the world. Some heat everywhere, some spices. I think that's my style of food. If you're just gonna have one bite of something when you're sharing, it has to be like full of flavor and explosion and stuff like that. So that's kind of the direction we go in, I think.
Final dinner for this lovely episode. I've got a couple of dishes here, like proper tapas style. So first of all, we have gorgeous hummus.
We're running like seasonal variations on the hummus as well. Right now, instead of chickpeas, we're doing celeriac, which is roasted in the oven. Gets like a super earthy flavor, and it's super nice.
Really enjoyed watching them cook the pizza in this amazing oven that goes up to 500 degrees. Watching this dough going from flat all the way to like puffy size like that was amazing. Check out these black dots here. Listen, that's like the sign of a good bread, you know. Yeah. Let's get all those oily juices. It's really freshy and herby. That green pesto here is actually made from the green chilies that they grow outside during summer. Gives that really nice citrusy kick to the hummus. This is gonna be a very interesting dish. We have here beef tartare.
We've had tartare on the menu for quite a long time as well. We tied in with some anchovies we get from the Bay of Biscay. It's like a super nice pairing, and right now we can't really take it off the menu because people really enjoy it. And I haven't come up with anything better as well, so that's why we kind of have it on.
Let me just show you what's happening inside. This white thing here is anchovy aioli, so this garlicky sauce. Then we have a little bit of that dried rye crumble here for extra texture, I would assume. And then we have sun-dried tomatoes for the extra umaminess. There's a lot of flavors here. There is beef that is mixed really nicely with that anchovy garlicky paste. And again, these oyster mushrooms that kind of bring a little bit of that earthiness to it. It's a really lovely dish. And when you have this amazing Italian oven, you can't help yourself but just get yourself a very classic margherita pizza. But this one doesn't have mozzarella on top, it has stracciatella cheese on top, if I have pronounced it correctly. Very nice poppy red color sauce. And then you have this lovely crust. I have very high expectations about this pizza, I'm not gonna lie. This pizza pie is exactly what you expect from pizza. Proper nice, chewy dough. I really love how very simple ingredients create something so yummy and delicious. For our very final dish of this video, we have this amazing, gorgeous looking dessert, which is tiramisu.
At least like half of the dishes have some tie-in with the bakery as well, just because why not? You know, it's one whole entity. For the tiramisu, instead of the lady fingers, we do cardamom monkey bread that we soak in espresso. You get like a texture of chewy, soft, crispy, and loads of booze in the mascarpone cream.
It's very boozy. It's really simple, but a really lovely dish. Thanks. The last 48 hours have been absolutely phenomenal. As always, all the places that we have visited in this video will be linked in the description box below. In addition to all the other places that we have visited in other videos will be there with the time codes. So you have so many places to choose from. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section below. I will be monitoring them. Welcome to the Visit Tallinn Travel Show, and I will see you very, very soon. I'm a happy Polly right now.